The Blues Fan Forum podcast is presented by Interstate 70 Sports Media Group. I-70 strives to bring you the best sports coverage in the tri-state area. Find them on Facebook or at interstate70sports.media.
This is Jordan Bennington, and you're listening to the Blues Fan Forum podcast.
Skating on the ice, under St. Louis city lights, where the Blues play with all their might. Jordan Cairo, fast on the attack, but defense falters, gotta cut him some slack. In rubber tongues, we find our glory. His skills shine, the team's best story. St. Louis Blues, we wear the crest. In Jordan Bennington, we put our trust to the test. On the ice, we fight and we must, for the city we love. In the blue, no we'll thrust.
Hello there, everybody, and welcome to episode 144 of the Blues Fan Forum. Blues Fan Forum podcast. I'm not drunk. I'm drinking Gatorade. I promise. New year, new me. Blues Fan Forum podcast, your source for blues news, views, and fan interviews. Presented by Scooters Coffee. Blues fans can score amazing drinks like the signature Carmelicious, served hot, iced, or blended with world-class espresso, fruit smoothies, Scoot energy infusions, and so much more. That is amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters Coffee. Not a great start for me, but I feel like I really fixed it there in the end. So we'll continue to just do better and better. Episode 144, Dakota is back. What's up, Dakota?
What's happening? Like Torpo said, new year, new us. So, hey, I've stumbled over my words. You stumbled over yours. You know, same old us, but new blues. We'll talk about it here soon.
That might be the name of the episode. I'm going to rename it from episode 144 to New Year, New Us. We do have returning guests and lifelong Blues Fan Forum podcast fan, Mike from Toronto. What's up, Mike?
Hey, how's it going? It's actually from Cambridge, which is like 100 clicks south of Toronto, but
yeah, nobody knows where Cambridge is, or is that a yeah? So
No.
Toronto, Canada. It's kind of like nobody knows where Highland is, but if I say St. Louis, they go, "Oh, okay." Like, yeah.
we're just beside Kitchener, where Jim Balsillie wanted to buy the Predators and move them to.
The Kitchener Rangers, don't they have? Isn't the Rangers?
Yeah. There's a Kitchener Rangers OHL team there.
Yeah, like I've heard that before. All right, and we do have Sam listening. Sam says, "Sup, guys? Best podcast ever." Thanks, Sam. Appreciate that. All right. I had a thing, and now it's gone, but that's okay. Let's get into just kind of how the new year has started for the St. Louis Blues. Typically, we cover most recent games to begin our episode, but we're going to act like that last game of 2025 did not happen because it's in the past. It's a whole year ago. Technically, we would cover that, but we're, again, whole year ago, so we're going to act like that didn't happen. So, the first game since our last episode aired is going to be the game on Friday, January 2nd versus the Vegas Golden Knights. The Blues ended up with a 4-3 win. Toropchenko got his second goal of the year. Falk got his 11th goal of the year. Sundqvist scored his second, and Schenn scored his 9th. Hofer was in net, stopping 22 of 25. That's an .880 save percentage. Blues start off 2026 1-0. Mike, did you happen to catch this game?
I did. It was they played better than I thought they would. Because after that, the game that won't be mentioned, I didn't expect them to come out all that strong. No, they still got outshot, but that's par for the course for this team. They usually, give up an extra 5 to 10 shots on net.
Yeah, the especially from the game that won't be mentioned. It's hard to have any sort of expectations going into that next game. Like maybe your expectations are we're just gonna suck and that we're gonna have to live with it. But yeah, 4-3 win coming out, getting 4 goals against a really good Vegas Golden Knights team. Dakota, did you watch this one?
I caught bits and pieces of it. I just want to say the game that won't be mentioned. I feel like kind of like was the worst possible start to the new year. Right, it was New Year's Eve, but we just kind of left that in the past. Right, with the Blues mo the whole year was just getting stomped on in the first, and having just absolutely no air or oxygen to come back the rest of the game. This is not what you saw on the second. The Blues came out every time they would score or the opponent would score, they would have an answer. It looked like they were controlling the neutral zone play. It looked like their offensive zone pressure and zone time was better. Like you said, we're constantly giving up more shots than we are taking. That's something that I hope we're going to fix here soon. But, it gave you some hope because sometimes the Blues just find themselves with no answers. And this game was not like that. I thought Joel Hofer, some of the shots he let in, I think he'd like to have back. But all in all, it doesn't matter how it starts, it's how you finish. And hey, we got the W. So good start to the new year, 1-0 against I would say a streaky Vegas Golden Knights team. So
Yeah.
hey, it's a good measuring stick to start the year.
All right. Yeah, that was a good showing. Just wanted to show up a couple comments here that we got. We do have Sam number 2 here as well. That is Sam. Sam, I'm going to mispronounce your last name. Gibilterra, I believe. He's been a guest on the podcast before. So we do have Sam here. And then Sam Robinson from Springfield did ask us to give her boyfriend a shout out. So happy birthday, Alec, when this comes out on Wednesday. It'll be Alec's birthday.
Happy birthday, Alex.
All right. Related to this game, because in this game, Justin Falk scored his 11th goal of the season. That leads the St. Louis Blues in goals. Behind him is Thomas in second, who did have a stint of not playing. He was out for a couple games. And I enjoy the giggles that both Dakota and Mike threw out there when I said it leads the goals, because I wanted to get both of your guys' takes on this. Mike, is that a good thing or a bad thing that Justin Falk, a defenseman, is leading the Blues in goals?
That's kind of horrible. Like when you have Thomas, Kyrou, Snuggerud, Buchnevich, all guys who, possibly they've all had close to 30 or scored 30, and a defenseman who, what's his career high, like 18?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah,
was it when he was with Carolina?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
yes.
When he leads your team, and then you look at the guy who's in the first pairing, Parenko, and he's got 0.
After getting probably somewhere around 18 last year.
So
Yeah,
at least a defenseman is scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Go ahead.
What are you saying? Go ahead.
Nope, you first.
Oh. Can't be too polite, right? We do have some Canadians on. No, but my thing is like it's bad for the Blues, but good for Falk, and it shows you that he plays a 200-foot game. There's too many times where I see Justin Falk leading the rush. Too many times where I'm seeing lead non-man break. Like he's the one skating up the ice, trying to split 2 defensemen. In seeing him play a 200-foot game, it is a very large sample size to his game. That's what that guy's done his entire career. He did it for Carolina. That's why he was named captain. Like he just goes out there and shows you why he should be a leader on the ice. That's something I feel like the Blues need to do. Is we have so many young people on our team. Use a guy like Justin Falk, who's been a part of the league for a number of years. That's how you should emulate your game. Yes, he's a defenseman. Most of the guys on our roster that are young are forwards. But still, if he's the one doing it night in, night out at his age, take something from that. That's where I feel like the mentorship of the older guys in the room, like Cam Fowler, Justin Falk, Braden Shen, they really need to show the young guys what it is to play in the NHL. It's not always about the prettiest goals or the fucking Bedards of the world, or the Macklin Celebrinis. It's the guys that grunted out every single day that make up what it is to be an NHL player. So it's great for Justin Falk. I can't wait to see what he does for the rest of the year. Who knows? Maybe it might be a career year in goals. On the other side, Blues forwards, you shouldn't be seeing your defensemen leading the charge. Take charge.
The good thing is, though, he stopped becoming the whipping boy.
Mhm.
For a lot of years, he was being the and you always see it like Jay Bouwmeester. Everybody hated Jay Bouwmeester, and then they started to come around and realize he's actually, one of the best defensive defensemen, and he's not going to get you a ton, but he was great. And Falk, for a long time, people were like, "Oh, trade him, get rid of him." And last few years, he's been solid.
Yeah.
I mean, Parayko has been our whipping boy ever since the Cup run. I mean, he has such a huge upside, but like constantly year in, year out, you're like, okay, is this where we're going to see his talent? He's such a big body. He never plays the body. Never hits anybody as hard as he should. And then, like, you're 6'7" on, like, I think you're 6'9" on skate, 6'7" as an actual human. Like, dude, use your long body, use your stick, 6'7". But like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I just don't understand. Like, why are you not using your assets, my guy, or your ass?
That could work too. Hip checks. We like hip checks. I do think Justin Falk was more of a whipping boy of we hate him, get him out of here, where Colton Parayko was more of a he should be better. Like we did. I don't know if people got to the point of we want Parayko gone. It's we were just at the point that we think he should be better. A lot of people were at the point. I think once Krug got hurt and was out long term and never came back, we're like, well, shit, we can't hate on Torrey Krug anymore. So who are we going to do? And for some reason, it typically seems to be a defenseman, unless it's Patrick Berglund, because he was a whipping boy for a while.
He was a fucking human road cone.
So, all right. I wanted to talk about Falk leading the team in goals. I do know we throughout that conversation there, we brought up quite a few names of Robert Thomas, Jimmy Snuggerud, Jordan Kyrou, one that didn't get brought up, who is a goal scorer a lot, Jake Neighbors, probably someone who should have more goals than Falk. But of those names, all have missed time. So as far as a, like, if you want to go goals per game stat, like Thomas has more goals per game than Justin Falk. Neighbors has more goals per game than Justin Falk. The only one, like Buchnevich and then Braden Shen, would probably be the two that you're like, they've played every single game. They should have more goals than Falk. That would probably be the big two. Snuggerud at 6 would not have more goals. So yeah. Game 2 of 2026 was actually the next day. And also, let's just throw this out there. How weird was it to have not only back-to-back games, but back-to-back afternoon games on a Friday, Saturday? Like, I know it's January 2nd and not very many people are going to work on January 2nd, but did you guys feel like that was a weird schedule to go back-to-back games with, I think, 1:30 start and then like a 2:30 start?
Yeah.
I actually didn't even know the Vegas game was on until I got a notification. I was like, oh shit, it's afternoon today. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it caught me off guard. I get the notification on my phone and game's starting. What?
All right. So that game 2 was Saturday, January 3rd. It was at home against Montreal. Blues end up with a 2-0 win. Bergeron gets his 5th of the year, but 3rd with the Blues. Thomas scores his 10th. Jordan Binnington gets his 19th career shutout and says there is a goalie controversy in the St. Louis Blues, or with the St. Louis Blues, because I am still good. Mike, did you catch this game?
I did, and what was kind of actually coincidental was Jordan Binnington's shutout came exactly 1 year to the day when he shut out Ottawa. Was his last shutout.
Oh, shit.
It's been a one So January 3rd, 2025 was when he got his.
Yeah, his last shutout.
That's kind
No
of
shit.
And it was against Ottawa. Because
crazy.
you always see it. He'll have a shutout with like 5 minutes left, and the team just like takes its foot off the gas, and he faces 12 shots in that last 5 minutes and lets in one.
Yeah, I think that's the difference in this shutout is like you can tell like it was a huge victory for Jordan Bennington, but I think it was a bigger victory for the Blues defensive core and just like the whole team in general. They played a full team game. There was not a single time, maybe there's a minute or two where I'm like, oh fuck, they're pissing this away. But you can see, I think they blocked like 22, 23 shots. Like, and you could see that. Like there was guys, I think that at one point Joe Vitale circled the board. There was all 5 Blues players stacked in front of JB. Good. Great for fucking making a wall, but like that's what a good team defense looks like. Like making sure that JB, no matter what happens, either sees it or they're right there to knock it away so there's no other opportunity after that. But like great team defense, great team win. And you can tell that I feel like the locker room presence is a little different now because when Torpo said his comment, New Year, New Us, people were like, yeah, bullshit. JB, when he did his post-game presser, kind of reiterated the same thing. You know, we're trying to play for you guys. We've kind of dicked around all year. Like this one's for you. I feel that. Like their game is representing that those words, right? Words are what are they? Actions are stronger than words, something like that. You can see it.
Yeah, it was like I've coached hockey for like 14 years, and I'm watching it and I could see it that the team is putting in that little bit of extra effort to get him this shutout. You could just sense it. You know, everybody was playing just that little bit harder. And I've seen it when, you know, we played. I remember the girls, when I was coaching girls hockey, there was one girl, she had never had a shutout in like her 12 years playing. And it was like 8 minutes left in the game. You know, we're up like 5-0. And every player on that team was like, we're getting you your shutout. And everybody, even forwards, were dropping down to block shots and everything. You could feel it was different on the bench.
I mean, we talked about it last podcast, a lack of effort. And I think that's kind of something we honed in on. It's like there's a couple guys that we can mention that you can kind of see how much effort they're actually bringing to the ice every single game. Thomas was one of those guys. And, I mean, I do think him getting that goal helped a little bit of the confidence for the rest of the game. But, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're putting up numbers in the score sheet. You should still try to play the same consistent game night in, night out.
Mike, is your hockey coaching sense then believing in the new year, new us for the St. Louis Blues, or is this just a conveniently timed 2-game win streak?
They had some time off, so I got a feeling they did have some team meetings there, and just, you know, talked it over and, like, you know.
Oh, I think we lost him.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There he is. He's back.
Yeah, I think they're like, there's a snowstorm up here as usual. So
sounds like Canada.
Yeah. I'm thinking that, yeah, they had some team meetings, you know, had some behind the scenes thing, like, guys, you know, we got to kind of get our head out of
our what? Was he going to say a cuss word? I think he was going to say a cuss word. Can't say that. We lost you at head out of
Oh, sorry, head out of their ass.
Oh my God, he did say a cuss word. All right, so we're believing in this. I found it interesting. I believe it was during the Montreal game, but it could have been the Vegas game. But Joey Vitale mentioned that if you look at like some of the underlying stats, some of them will show that the Blues have actually been at least a decent team. Like they haven't been as bad as their record show. But the eye test has just been awful. Like just watching them play hockey sometimes is just not been good. So it's nice to see Mike kind of giving the all clear on the eye test, with Mike having significantly more, coaching and hockey background knowledge than I think me and Dakota probably combined. So it's good to get that perspective.
I would say I just sent you guys a pic of the snow outside my house.
I'll have to pull it up. All right. So that's the only the two games, I guess. There's not really anything else. I got to pull up this picture.
Damn.
Oh, God, Jesus.
It's like 17 inches of snow.
Jesus.
That's the worst 17 inches. But no, like I do think that the Blues New Year, New Us. I think
like
we're.
6. Go ahead.
I believe in the New Year, New Us. this fucking guy. No, the New Year, New Us. I think, and I compare it to what we felt in 2019, right? Like in 2018, going into 19, we were like, we're screwed. We all were like, ship out the team, fire this fucking guy, get rid of this guy. Sorry, this kid's podcast. Didn't mean to drop the F-bomb. But no, we were like, just sell the farm, right? Left and right. We were doing that going into this year, 2026. We're like, all right, Steener's taking over. If you're going to start selling people, at least make it so that Steen doesn't have to, right? And now 2-game win streak, starting the new year off. We're points out of a playoff spot. We're not like so screwed. We're it's an obtainable position to get to. And now if they keep going on this, like playing for each other, playing that defensive effort, who says they can't string together 5-6 in a row, right? We string together 5-6 in a row. We're now not on the outside looking in. Now we're on the inside looking out.
And the thing that bugs me is we've
This damn snowstorm.
Yep. I would say, yeah. The Blues have never had a 3-game winning streak this season.
I was going to say that. Dakota was like, can we get 5 or 6? And I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. Let's get 3 first. Yeah.
Fucking Debbie Downers. Jesus.
It's just one step at a time. It's next game, next man up, next game.
Wait a second. Are we going to say walk before we can run? Did we not hear what Torpo said at the very end of his little post-game presser? New year, new us. Hey, we're going to go win. We're going to bring the cup back to St. Louis. It's like, hey, hold on.
Yeah, we got some time before that.
We got some work to do here, buddy.
I
love that. Hey, maybe that's why he got the 2-year extension. They were like, we love your attitude. Sign with us.
And that's the next thing on the list is Torpo signs 2 years. I actually didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure it was $5 million. 2 years, $5 million, $2.5 million a year extension. Finally, I guess scored a goal. I think had an assist. Yeah, I would have had an assist on the Thomas goal, I believe, in the Montreal game. Both of his goals being from driving the net. The first one, he got his own rebound. The second one, Thomas got his rebound. So it's like he's doing things that I guess the team are wanting to see. And so they're like, let's get him for 2 more years.
Remember my Torpochenko New Year's resolution? I believe it was drive the net.
Mine was to have a higher shooting percentage than whatever. So a goal increases to shooting percentage. So we're on it.
Damn right. We're listening. He's listening.
Mike, have you liked what you've seen from Torpo the last couple of games?
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool that they brought Fabry back, which is one of his teammates when they were with the Guelph Storm together. So these guys playing the O together. So it's I think that may help them a little. Some familiarity.
All right.
Yeah, let's
when you have one of your old buddies show up.
Yeah, let's get the band back together. Let's sign Schwartz. Let's get him as a little Christmas post-game press conference, Christmas present from Torpo. Let's bring Schwartz back. Let's make a cup run in 2026. Let's do it. Petra's not
Perron's still out there. Well, he's not playing hockey this year. So
get the band back. Vince Dunn. Yeah, let's just bring them all back.
Would that team? I guess it would depend on who would have to leave, but if you can get Ryan O'Reilly and say Sundqvist doesn't play anymore, that's clearly an upgrade.
Yeah.
But if you get Jaden Schwartz and then you have to say Toropchenko's not playing anymore. Is that an upgrade?
I would say maybe Ivan Barbashev.
That's a good one. That's an upgrade. Yeah. All right. Let's switch tracks here then. And do you guys want to go World Juniors first, or do you want to go Olympics?
I just finished
think
watching the
Olympics
World Juniors.
After.
Let's do
Let's
World
go World
Juniors then.
Juniors.
All right. So World Juniors update. Mike did share with us before we got on. Canada has won bronze. They beat Finland. Mike, what was the score?
The final, I think it was 6-3. I missed all but the last 2 minutes, and I think they got an empty netter.
Mm-hmm. Did McKenna play? They didn't suspend him. I know he got kicked out of the game before.
Yeah, I was working, so I just caught the last period.
Oh, okay.
Because it was an early start, and I worked. So when I got home, the third period was about 2 minutes underway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know he got ejected for arguing with the referees in their semifinal game that they lost. So I wasn't sure. I don't think they would have suspended him for that. I guess it depends on
No, you don't get suspended for that.
what he would say.
Fighting, and
Right.
you can get a 1 game for like boarding.
Yeah. So, all right. Then tonight at 7:30 Central Time, the Sweden national team and Czechia are playing in the gold medal match, which is exciting because the Blues only had two prospects make their teams this year, which was kind of disappointing after we had like 9 or 8 or whatever it was last year make it. Only 2, but it's nice to see that one of them is Sweden's goalie and the other one is Czechia's top line defenseman, and they're playing in the gold medal match. So, Mike, have you been watching some of the games?
I've probably watched about 15 World Junior games so far.
Okay. So
it's
thoughts on
actually pretty big in Canada.
Yeah. Thoughts on the Sweden-Czechia matchup then?
I'm thinking Sweden will take it. They're just more talented, but Czechia, they have like the heart in these guys is incredible. Like there's no quit on that team. It's like go, go, go.
So it's almost like they're going to are they like rolling 4 lines and playing hard? Maybe overall have less skill as a total team, but just playing a better team game.
Yeah. And like I said, if you're playing with heart, I think it goes a long way. The Canadian team was all skill and no heart. Like, they led in goals, but if they got behind, you can see them just give up.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Iginla there, he was the one that kept trying to put the team on his back and crawl back in. But
and I think I read somewhere, is it Hagee? It's Hage. Was it Hagee or just Hague? Hague had a really good tournament for Canada.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now the number 1 draft pick, McKenna, he just wasn't that impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Made a lot of defensive errors. You can tell he's still young. He's got to learn.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that briefly last week with Cody about how, a year ago from now, McKenna was the number 1 draft pick, no doubt. And now I believe there's still probably a 90% chance that he is going number 1 overall. But some people are throwing Stenberg at least into the conversation. And after the World Juniors and potentially seeing Stenberg, with the gold medal if he can pull off the win tonight, might help his case.
Yeah, I was watching Ivar play, and he's good.
So Sweden having Ivar Stenberg and Anton Frundell, who was the Chicago Blackhawks pick last year, number 3 overall, I think, top 5 somewhere. Pretty solid, high end matchup.
But like that, no, I don't know if you guys watched the USA Finland game. Even that game was crazy. where the USA lost to Finland.
Mm-hmm.
With like a minute left, Finland scores and takes it back, and just a back and forth game.
That was crazy. I think I read this will be the first time since I think in the last 9 years that either the United States or Canada is not going to win the World Juniors.
And it'd be 7th year because USA's won the last 3, Canada won the 3 before that.
Okay. And then Sweden has not won the World Juniors since 2012, and Czechia has not won since 2001. Damn. So we will have a new winner, and it's been a while for both of these squads.
Yeah, it's the 50th year, so they were kind of making a big deal about it.
Mm-hmm.
50th year of the World Juniors, because now Canada's captured 36 medals and 50 tries. I think it's 23 gold.
That's actually, if you're just saying medals, like either gold, silver, or bronze, 36 out of 50 kind of seems low, which is weird. I mean, I almost feel like, that's 14 times they didn't even get bronze.
Yeah. But
it's still dominant. It's still really good.
But it's the thing with Canada. It's a lot of the players feel if it's not gold, they just you see them go for they have, I think, like 9 fourth place finishes, and it's like if they don't have gold, they don't care.
Winning a bronze means nothing.
Yeah.
I makes sense.
It's like a participation trophy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how they view it.
Yeah. Somebody online brought up the fact that there are 3 under 20 players that could have played for Team Canada, but they're currently playing in the NHL, which is kind of a bigger deal.
Yeah.
So it's like, imagine if Macklin Celebrini, Matthew Schaefer, and Beckett Seneca, I think it's Seneca, were on that team. Like, then it's probably a no-brainer. So not very many other national teams have under 20 players that could be playing in the World Juniors, but instead are playing in the NHL.
It's a big deal for a lot of players. Like I remember when Sidney Crosby was still playing, he was in the NHL, and Pittsburgh loaned,
sent him back. Oh, my computer's about to die. Apparently,
him and
we lost him again.
Snow's a bitch right now.
Yeah. Damn snowstorm.
Yeah.
6 inches. 6-inch snowstorm.
Yeah, it's the Pittsburgh let Crosby and Fleury go. They petitioned to go play in the World Juniors, and they let them.
Really? That's crazy. Didn't they win the Stanley Cup in Crosby's rookie year?
I do not know.
Or maybe not.
I don't think so, because I think
No.
I don't think.
Maybe I made that up.
I think they won in what, 08? When did Crosby, was Crosby 06, 05, 06 or 6?
I don't know.
And the worst part is they didn't win gold.
Oh no, they had Fleury and Crosby.
They blew a 3-goal lead in the third period to Russia and lost. I think it was 5-4.
All right. I'm going to do something that I've never done on this podcast before. I apparently don't have my charger plugged in because I thought it did. So I have to run downstairs and go grab my charger. So Dakota and Mike, you keep going. You're doing great. I'll be right back.
Well, so I guess we'll wait on the Olympics talk, but let's talk about, I have not watched a single drop of World Juniors, but I've been living vicariously through other people. Let's preview this game against, was it Czechia and Sweden?
And Sweden.
You said Sweden, you feel like has the upper hand because they're just more talented, whereas Czechia has more heart. Yep. Would you be? Let me get your thought on gameplay and then overall score of the game. How do you think this is going to be? You think this is going to be a blowout? You think this is going to be a close game through 60 minutes? How do you feel like the gameplay is going to go?
I think it's going to be 5-3 Sweden. Both these teams, both of them are still they're talented. Like, you're not seeing too many shutouts at this level.
Mm-hmm.
But and touching it, what's holding them in is their defense. Like, Juracek is playing. Like, if he's not on the Blues team next year, I'll be shocked. Even the announcers, I'm listening to the announcers, and they're saying the same thing. Like, he's going to be playing for the big club.
You think he's that ready?
Yeah, watching him play, I don't know if you saw his goal. Like, he did a goal, a forward. I'm trying to remember his name, from the New York Rangers, did it in a shootout between the legs and flipped up.
Oh, he Forsberg'd him? Or not Forsberg? What is that? Is that the Pavel Datsuk?
Well,
Where it
no,
goes
what?
between
No,
the legs?
guy for the Rangers did it first. But yeah,
Talking about
Juracek
like
did it.
Artemi Panarin, maybe?
And yeah, his play, you just watch him play, and it's when he's on the ice, you know he's on the ice because they're constantly saying his name.
So you think 5-3, you think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Do you think – man, I'm still thinking it's going to be a closer game. I think it's going to go 3-2. Based off of obviously the Homer Sweden pick goalie, but also knowing that they play a really sound defensive game in Czechia, like, I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals given up. I hope not. I enjoy closer games. It's like baseball, right? You'd rather see a pitcher's duel than like a home run derby. Maybe it's just me, but I like seeing a good sound. Huh?
I said what?
Well, I'm talking about how the gameplay of Sweden and Czechia is going to be. And
When
Mike was talking about, how sound defensively Czechia is. And obviously Sweden's goaltender is, a homer pick. So hopefully we don't see it. Yeah, we're hoping for a good defensive game. Not like
when they played in regulation, Canada and Czechia, it was 7-5.
Holy shit!
Wow.
For Canada, like, these guys were just scoring at will. There was no defense, and then the very next game, both teams tightened up, and it's been tight ever since.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta mess up a little bit to figure out how to fix it.
And I think Juracek got like 1 goal, 2 assists in that game.
So really?
Like, he's gonna be on the Blues roster next year. He's got to be.
He does. Juracek has 4 goals and 1 assist for the tournament. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But seeing him score goals against, Canada and not bagging them against Germany is, there's a big difference in where did you get your points.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, right. I'm going to tell you about some cool places that you guys can spend money because I think I mentioned this last time, but the holidays are over. It's been a couple of days now, almost 2 weeks. So you should have money again to spend. So make sure you guys are checking out Scooter's Coffee, specifically.
Got my Scooter's mug right here.
It's ready to go. You can check out. Specifically, our favorite scooters are on Highway 143 and Troxler Way in Highland, or Vandalia Street and Indiana Avenue in Collinsville. If you can't make those, you can check out their other 30 locations in the greater St. Louis area. That is amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooter's Coffee. Make sure you guys check out Hughes Custom Design for your hand-painted laser cut signs. They are a small business that is operated out of Maryville, Illinois, and they have options that are typically ready upon request, and they can complete almost any request for custom jobs. And lastly, if you don't want wood, go to Imprint Labs, and they'll put your shit on anything else, whatever it is that you want. They specialize in bringing your brand to life with custom laser engraved Richardson hats, and metal sublimated printed signs. They got all that stuff, right? I gotta talk to the guys at Hughes Custom Design and go get my signs that they have. It's not their fault that I don't have one. It's my fault that I don't have one because I haven't gone and grabbed them. They have it ready for me. So Elevate your brand with Imprint Labs, where your vision meets their craftsmanship. All right. I want to touch on some comments that we've had recently. Sam's got a good shout out on here. Where did it go? Here we go. It is Theo Lindstein's birthday today. He's 21. That is nuts. But happy birthday, Theo. Hopefully, if Adam Jiricek's going to be on the Blues next year, maybe Theo can make a jump up too, which would be interesting. We'd have to have a defenseman leave, I would imagine. So yeah, Theo is here. Or happy birthday, Theo. Other Sam put on here also, the Western Conference is buns this year, aside from a few teams. And I did want to kind of get your thought on this, both of you guys. The Western Conference, and specifically like not Colorado and Dallas, and then not like Edmonton and Vegas. The rest of the Western Conference is really not great and kind of anybody's race. You could either get probably the first or second wild card, or you could get the first overall pick, and that's all within 10 points. Like there's not much of a spread there. So Mike, with that being said, is this a good year to, even though we're not playing well, is this a good year to not play well because you still have a chance of making the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a weird, like, if we would have won half our overtime games, we're in the playoffs right now. Like that, an extra 4 points, you're sitting in the playoffs. I think we're 1 point out right now.
One right now, but we've also played most games. We've played 43 games. I think there's only two or three other teams that have also played 43 games. There's a team ahead of us that's only played 39, which is nuts. I don't understand why the discrepancy there.
Like at the beginning of every year, I'm in a pool, and we have to pick our final four. And I have Colorado and Edmonton, and then I had Florida, Montreal as my final four at the start. And I had Edmonton, Florida meeting in the Cup final for the third straight year.
That'd be crazy. Yikes. I mean, you'll have a rested Matthew Tkachuk, and is Barkov supposed to be back by playoff time?
I do not know.
I'm not really sure
I
either.
believe it's farther into he's playoff time maybe.
I'm surprised Stone from Vegas is still playing. Like, usually he gets hurt about this time.
Well, they got rid of the long-term IR loophole, so they're like, I guess we'll just play him the whole time.
He's on Team Canada.
I mean, what Colorado's doing is just unfathomable. Like, they only have 3 regulation losses. 3 regulation losses, 31 victories. I think the Blues, being where they are right now in the season, is right where they need to be. Right, we're still hanging on by a thread. This is where we make up some of our crucial points to get into a playoff spot. No one says we need to win the West. No one says we need to win the Central. Like, we just need to be in an arm's length of the playoff race, which we are. Seeing Utah kind of just shit the bed is just music to my ears, because we did just get dirtied by them early in the season. But the one thing that I love seeing is Winnipeg at the bottom of the list. Boy, oh boy, is that music to our ears. They dirtied us last year for our first round exit. And man, I'm so excited to see them at the bottom of the list. So as long as we finish above them, I feel like it's a win in of itself.
So I thought you might be cheering for him because, Hellebuck's going to be your goalie for the Olympics.
Fuck Hellebuck.
Until February, until the Olympics come, then it's okay. We'll cheer for him. But not right now.
I'm still cheering for Jordan Binnington. If Jordan Binnington gets a shake, look at what happened when he played in the Four Nations. That dude came back with so much savvy. I'll take the loss for my country if that means that we're fighting for the Stanley Cup in June. I'll gladly take that. And again, if I'll find my green card and visa to Canada for the for the Olympics. But hey, it's all about JB. I'm a Blues fan through and through. Yes, born an American citizen, U.S. citizen, but I'd rather see JB come back with some confidence. That's all I'm saying.
But you bleed blue before you bleed red, white, and blue. Which is fair.
Oh, Olympics, I bleed red. Oh, Canada.
All right. Whatever. I'm gonna play the music for "Teach Me How to Doug," and then we're gonna get into that. If I can pull it up here, if I can remember where it is. It's a lot farther down than I thought.
All right, you're in the chair now. Let's see if you got what it takes to run the Blues. Teach me how to Doug. Teach me how to Doug. You're the GM now. Make a trade, make a plug. Cap space tight, but the roster's got a bug. So show us what you got. Teach me how to Doug. Sign them, trade them, send them down to the A. Build a cup team like it's Judgment Day. You got picks, you got cash. Can you make a splash or crash? Better know your lines and match, because fans don't want to see a playoff collapse.
Playoff collapse. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Let's get the background music going. This is the real Teach Me How to Dougie background music. Mike, your question. I want you to be in the seat that sometimes I ask, like, what would you do if you were the GM, or what do you think Doug Armstrong is going to do? This one is what do you think if you were the actual GM of the St. Louis Blues? So if you're the GM of the St. Louis Blues, what would you consider to be a successful ending to this season? And whatever that successful ending is there anything you as the GM can do to contribute to that success?
Yeah, let's see. If they can make it not only to the playoffs, but out of that first round, get over that first hump, especially with, as you know, how the team's been playing, I think that would be huge. For players, you have a couple that you could shuffle around.
It's 6 inches again every time. Boom, boom, boom. Teach me how to Doug. Teach me how to Doug.
All the guys who are the UFAs, but you might want to start concentrating on some of the coaching. Like, our special teams are horrible. Like, instead of putting it on the players for constantly, maybe shuffle things up with the some of the assistants. You don't have to get rid of them, but get them to start thinking outside the box on their on the power play. Like, Andy Murray a couple times put 5 forwards out on the power play, and it worked for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just throwing, like, just change it up. Who said you have to have 2 defensemen, 2 forwards? Some teams use 4 forwards and 1 defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
But just maybe mix it up. And even on like, when I coached, there were a couple times I put 3 D-men out. Just because it was a tight game, I want my defenseman there instead of a forward trying to block a shot, or just clearing that puck. That's just mix things up. It's not always the players. Maybe the players are in a rut because they're not getting listened to. They're putting in ideas, and they're the coaches have their own system. You got to stick with our system. Well, maybe the system doesn't work in this instant.
So do you see a future where Steve Ott is not a part of the coaching staff anymore? Because I think at this point he's the longest tenured coach.
I can see Steve, and he's on the hot seat too, but Steve's also looking at getting a head coaching job too. He tried this summer as well.
Oh.
So that could be something as well. And Steen probably has ideas on that as well. But that'd be something. Montgomery's here to stay. Montgomery's a great coach,
Right.
but it's all the assistants that you might want to shake things up that way.
All right. And then you said getting out of the first round is what we're looking for to be considered successful. If we end up wild card 2 and we have Colorado in the first round, does your expectations change, or are you still like, you know what, we took the President Trophy winners last year to 7 games, so why can't we do it again?
Yeah, playoffs are an entirely different animal. Like anything can happen. Like how many President's Choice or President's Cup winners have won the cup in the last 30 years? I think it's one.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the Chicago Blackhawks, I think, were the last ones to do it.
Like it doesn't happen often. When the Blues won it, they were knocked out in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Like the teams get a big, like Winnipeg did it last year, was almost taken out, and then they lost in the second round. It's a tough monkey to keep on your back where you have that, we're the number one team. We should just steamroll over everybody, but it doesn't happen too often.
Mm-hmm.
So might work in our advantage, like it almost realistically, like it should have last year, almost did.
If instead of trying to clear the puck out, they put 3 guys on the board and just held it for that last 8 seconds,
right?
The game's over.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. All right. That was good. But let's do some whose line is it anyway? And I have a wrinkle that I threw into the whose line is it anyway. But first we have freaking awesome music to play. I like this one better. No,
Whose line is it anyway? 3 names, 1 clue. Can you play? Is it first? Is it third? What's the team? What's the word? Better drop the puck. Guess right or sway. Left wing, center, right on the dot. Can you name the squad or are you caught? From Boston Ice to Calgary Flame. Do you know the line or just the name? 3 players, 1 team, 1 shot to get it right. Whose line is it anyway?
all right. Whose line is it anyway? You heard the song. 3 lines or 3 players. You got to pick the team and you got to pick the line. And I threw a wrinkle in it. And I'm not going to tell you what that wrinkle is, but you're going to figure it out pretty quickly. Okay. So, first player, left winger, Kyle Connor. And don't answer yet.
Okay.
Center, Austin Matthews. And right winger, Jack Hughes.
I'm going to say the Leafs on that one.
The Leafs?
Oh, you said Austin Matthews, right?
Yeah. Left winger was Kyle Connor.
Oh, you're going with the Olympics.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's the wrinkle. So what team is that? Kyle
That'd be,
Connor, Austin Matthews, Jack Hughes.
That'd be Team USA.
That is Team USA. So the teams for this are probably going to be pretty easy, but what line does Austin Matthews play on for Team USA? And these are projections based on daily face-off is where I got these lines. So,
Oh, okay.
so
Since I don't know Team USA's thing,
suspense. The snow is bringing the suspense because he is frozen.
6 inches of suspense.
6 whole inches of suspense, and it's lasting this long. Do we bring the music back? Oh no, he's gone black
he's
screen.
refreshed.
There he is. We
There we
played
go.
the music back.
I would say first line.
It is not their first line. Their first line consists of Jack Eichel and the Kachuk brothers.
Oh,
Mhm.
so it'd be the second then.
It is the projected second line
Yeah.
for Team USA.
What a unit.
All right. I know. Well, that's why I was like picking these, and I'm like, well, the teams are going to be easy, but trying to figure out what line it is going to be hard. All right, Team 2. Left winger Mark Stone, center Connor McDavid, and right winger Braden Point.
Well, I'd say first line Team Canada with Connor McDavid. Oh yeah, no, hold on, you got Nathan McKinnon there, so I'll go second line.
It is not the second line.
No,
No, you had it the first time.
oh the first.
It is the
Okay.
first line, which is why I picked that, because I see Mark Stone on there, and obviously he's playing for Team Canada. He's a good player, but I don't see him as like a first line Team Canada. When you talked
No.
about Nathan McKinnon, Sidney Crosby, who's on a 90-point pace this year.
Yeah, Crosby would be your third line center.
They actually have him projected to play second line left wing.
Oh,
Is where they have him. So I don't know. I just know that power play of Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, Sidney Crosby, probably Braden Point, and then
Cale Makar.
Cale Makar. Like, what the
Absolute unit.
How do they not score every time? I don't care if you have Connor Hellebuck in goal.
How do you catch up to those guys?
I don't know. All right. Yes, Connor McDavid is projected to center the first line with Mark Stone and Braden Point. Last one. Left winger Adrian Kempe, center Joel Eriksson Ek, and right winger Gabriel Landeskog, pending injury, because I know he ran into a goalpost the other day. But
It'd be Team Sweden,
Team Sweden.
and I'm going to say second line.
That is not their second line, and I don't remember who was on it. I don't remember who was on the second line.
So third?
Yeah. Third line. Who would be on their second? Who is their second line center? Who's their first line center? Did Igor Shesterkin just get hurt in his game?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Also, I just got a notification on Fantasy Hockey that Igor Shesterkin just got it. He's labeled as out after playing what looks like 22 minutes of the game.
Yikes.
It's unlucky.
There goes the
All right. Right. Did you like the Olympic roster wrinkle?
Yeah, it was different.
Right. Yeah, because
It caught me at first because I was like, okay, Connor, and I'm like, okay, and then
Austin Matthews, and you're
Austin
like,
Matthews, I'm like, okay, that's Leafs.
Yep. So, all right. Give me your. You guys talked about predictions for World Juniors, right? While I was gone, didn't you say that?
Yep.
You go.
Yeah, I had Sweden winning 5-3, and Dakota, I think you said 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah. Okay. Projections for, or not whatever. The P word for God. Gold, silver, bronze. Who do you think finishes where in the Olympics?
I'm going to say Canada, Sweden, US.
Do the US and Canada get the semifinal matchup then? And Canada beats US in the semis?
Yeah, I'm unsure where the pools are.
As long as I get a Canada-USA game, that's all I need. I don't care if it's in the semi. I prefer it to be in the finals. But if it's
you won't have any fighting.
Oh, can you not fight in the Olympics?
No, it's immediate ejection.
I hate it. I'm not watching the Olympics now. I hate.
Well, you're not gonna. I mean, it's gonna be aired at 3 a.m. So like, I think it's gonna be USA finally taking home gold.
It won't be 3 a.m. I'll be in Italy going to the games.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. So 7 p.m. Italy time.
I can't even go.
I think it's gonna be
watch a game with Mike because I'm broke.
I think it'll be USA Canada in the final. USA's got a pretty easy schedule leading up to the games that matter. I think they're pool C. Canada's in pool A, I believe. Yeah. So we got a pretty easy schedule. Canada's got a little more of a dogfight than we do, but
how many pools are there? How many teams are in this?
There's usually 4 pools.
And
pools.
4 teams in each pool.
Yes,
I
round
think
robin
so.
style.
Yeah,
So here's what I don't
top
understand.
2
So
teams.
each
Top
team,
2 teams.
yeah, but you're gonna play three games against your own pool, and then you're gonna play one that doesn't like they're gonna play a pool A or a pool D or whatever that is. So like USA is gonna play 3 against pool C, and then we'll just get a A. It's like what?
Yeah.
Oh, so your preliminary games there's 4 games, 3 against your pool people, and then 1 cross pool somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah. That doesn't make sense.
I wonder if it's just to try to eliminate ties as much as they can. Like that way, one team, there's not multiple teams that are 2-1,
Yeah.
which still can happen. But
And then they go goals for, goals against.
yeah. Real. All right. I had the music pulled up, so I couldn't see the comments, but we do have.
Hold on. What are you doing? You didn't give your projections or predictions or fuck it. It's a P word.
Oh my!
Yeah,
Whatever the P word was. All my projection or prediction was, or procrastination, whatever word we're using.
Prognosis.
Yeah, whatever my prognosis. That's something. There's a prognosis in my head that probably needs to be figured out. Was that we need a Canada-United States matchup, even if there is no fighting, which is stupid. Now I hate the Olympics, and let's just go back to the 4 nations. I'd still just want a USA-Canada matchup. I guess my preference would be that that's in the final, and then my third team, I would go with Sweden just because of Broberg. So there was talks of someone I think threw it out there online and was like, Adam Jiricek should make the team for Czechia for the Olympics just because they don't have anyone else that is like guaranteed. Like I guess they don't have any other NHL caliber. Like they have a couple, but I don't even know who it would be. Well, his brother, David. But besides that, I don't know who else from Czechia plays defense. So they said something about just throw Adam on there, which he would get his butt kicked.
Oh, I don't know their Olympic roster.
Yeah, I don't know. So, all right, guys. Is there anything else?
I thought Mike had some Canadian.
Oh yeah, Mike, didn't you have something for us?
Got some little weird facts about Canada for you guys.
Ooh, our favorite.
One, did you know if you say, in Canada, because we're known for saying sorry,
Naturally,
that it cannot be held against you in the court of law if you say sorry as an admission of guilt, because it is so ingrained in society.
So if you say guilty but sorry,
so if you bump into someone, right, and you say sorry, and they try to and you end up hurting them because you bumped into them and they fell, and they're like, oh, but he did it on purpose, and like but he said sorry. It can't be used as an admission of guilt.
Okay, I understand that. You can't say, well, he said sorry, so he knows he did it.
Yeah,
like, gotcha.
Because it's ingrained in, and it's funny because I was in the U.S. a little while ago, and some friends of mine purposely had another one of our friends bump into me just to see if I'd say it, and I did, and I didn't even realize. Like they bumped into me, and I'm like, oh, sorry. Like I'm.
Shit. Oh,
they're like, we got it.
That's fun. No way.
Here's one. Thanksgiving was invented by Canada. It was originally a Canadian holiday before the U.S.
So what's the BS story then that we have about pilgrims? And didn't the Pilgrims do like a Thanksgiving with the Indians at Jamestown? No, not at Jamestown, at Plymouth. Jamestown's the one that I think everybody died at.
Is he frozen?
I think so.
I think he's frozen.
Oh, see, it shows on me I'm fine.
Oh, really?
I get a little spinny. So I never know when I'm frozen.
All right.
Here's one. Peanut butter is a Canadian invention.
How do you guys take everything?
Yeah.
I know.
What do we have? We don't even have hockey. Hockey is a Canadian invention.
All four major sports were either invented by a Canadian or
Come here.
invented in Canada. Football was played in McGill University 10 years before it was played in the U.S. and they just changed the rules a little bit. Same as baseball. Basketball was created.
So what's the bullshit about America's pastime?
That was
Because America made it famous, or grew it.
Yeah, changed a few of the rules, updated the rules as the game gradually goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, Canadians' pastime.
Oh, you should see the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. It's sad. It's just a little house in a town called St. Mary's.
Now, I will say this. Was I happy to see baseball north of the border in October? You damn right I was.
Blue Jays.
That was cool.
Oh, that game was crazy.
I was rooting for the Blue Jays. I didn't want the Dodgers to win again.
Absolutely.
That's what you said when you saw my Facebook logo as a Dodgers logo, and you're like, somebody lost a bet again. I used to bet with my father-in-law, and he had money, so he never wanted to bet money.
Mm-hmm.
He would prefer to humiliate somebody. And so when we go to Blues Toronto's game, he was a Leaf fan. The loser had to pose for a picture in the winner's jersey and then hang it on the wall for the rest of the year.
Shit. 365 days of embarrassment.
Yeah, and had to be hung up, and he'd hang it in his office at work because he lost a lot.
That's good. He should have just became a Blues fan then. I'm always looking at this Blues jersey.
I told it to a friend of mine who's a Habs fan, and he was like, "Yep, let's start doing that." And so it caught on. So I've had more than a few people switch, but I've only had it happen twice. Winnipeg, I lost against Winnipeg and had to keep it for a week, and same as the Dodgers, had to keep it for a week. And here's one. Instead of how you guys had to fight for your independence, Canada just politely asked in 1982, and they just gave it to us.
That actually makes sense. Like that.
Yeah. We're like, can we have our independence? And they're like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Technically, they still have a head of state here, but we're an independent country now.
Was that from Britain or France?
From Britain. We were a colony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are nice. We just decided to stick our nose where it doesn't belong, and we just start fucking shit up.
That's right. Well,
yeah,
we're just gonna shoot at you from trees. So.
But yeah, as I said, I never tried to get political on podcasts. Like I got to do a wrestling show after this, and one of my friends is he's a retired U.S. Air Force colonel that I do the show with, and even he doesn't bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
and he's a Republican, so he's like, no, I'm not doing this.
Politics, you gotta stay away from. It's too heavy of a trigger object. No matter what way you go.
I don't know. I have a lot of American friends, and I don't know who half them vote for because I don't ask. I don't want to know.
Right.
I leave that up to you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But yeah, I didn't do too much slang. I started to make a slang list, and I'm like, what's an eaves trough?
A what?
An eaves trough.
An eaves trough?
That's where cows eat their food out of.
No,
it's that a urinal?
Gutters for your house.
Gutter.
Dang. See, it gets like trough shaped.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's called an eaves trough because it's the part that overhang your house is called an eave. So it's an eaves trough.
It's a trough for the eave. We say
sure.
E like EV.
EAVE.
EA. Okay. Yeah.
Eaves trough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did start making one. I'm like, I've done that. Like, do you guys watch Letterkenny or
Shoresy? I was watching Shoresy yesterday.
Like all that's based on a town about 10 minutes from me called Listowel.
Oh, really?
And you see those people.
Mm-hmm. Well, how
I just love the
Sudbury from you.
Sudbury's about 12 hours.
Oh shit! I'm
Like,
not even close.
if I wanted to leave my province and get to Manitoba, it's a 26-hour drive.
Holy
Like,
shit.
you're still in Canada for 26 hours. In Ontario, my province,
Mhm.
for 26 hours.
My God, because you're driving north.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just tall and skinny.
Like,
All right.
people were like, oh, oh yeah, Texas, you drive for 6 hours, you're still in Texas. I'm like, I drive for 26 hours, I'm still in Ontario.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Like, I can get to Quebec in 6 hours. Buffalo,
Then
He's frozen again.
Yeah.
It must be really cold up there.
I'm right in that little bottom part. If you can picture Ontario down by the lakes, that's where I am.
see, and you were like, "Oh yeah, you want to drive to Toronto?" Like, and then you just like scarred me by saying you'd be in the same province in 26 hours. Like,
That's
That's
because
how to head north.
he's in the south. He's he's
Yeah.
on the bottom.
I'm on the bottom of the province.
I mean, I drove with my wife to Miami, Florida. And that was 21 hours. It was miserable. The car ride was amazing, but driving is just horrible.
Imagine like the shape of Alabama, but larger. That's
Sure.
Canadian provinces. Just
Mm.
tall and skinny.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And he's in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So get yourself a map in a little bit and just look at it and go, oh, okay. Jordan Bennington's from Toronto. So now you'll know where he's from.
There you
He's
go.
like from Prince. What's it called? What's his town? He's from a small town in Toronto, isn't he? What the hell is it called? Prince something.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I can quickly call him up. I thought he was he's from Richmond Hill,
Richmond Hill, Ontario. No?
which is a suburb of Toronto.
Okay. See, again, I
Toronto's
told
up.
you before the podcast, I came out and was like, look, I couldn't tell you if I was in Canada or not. I mean, besides you guys are using metric, but like, who the hell knew?
I don't know.
I'd be lost.
We were talking to last podcast. I mentioned because Sam Robinson, or she had mentioned that about Pekka, and I said, "Oh yeah, I play with Mike Pekka's stick. It's his uncle."
Mm-hmm.
I had to look it up. It bothered me.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, so
All right. All right. Was that all of your fact nuggets?
yep.
Fact nuggets. All right. Mike always bringing the special. I do like the words though. Though like those facts were cool. But also like you guys asking for your independence, like to me that just makes sense. That just seems like a Canadian thing to do.
But it's tough for words because some provinces have their own words, like a hoodie, like I'm wearing now. In Saskatchewan, they call it a bunny hug.
Oh, shit.
A bunny hug. Yeah. When we were getting ready to record before you hopped on, Mike, me and Dakota were talking, and we're like, he's kind of taking a bit. We're not sure where Mike is. And then Dakota goes, I wonder if he's getting a KD.
Having some KD.
Yeah, it's like maybe he's making a KD. I'm like, I could go for a craft dinner tonight. That doesn't sound too bad.
Won't go wrong with KD.
All right. All right. Then everyone, you guys know what to do. Check out Scooters. Check out Hughes Custom Design. Check out Imprint Labs. Please give us a follow, give us a like, give us a subscribe. All of those fun things. Unless Dakota says don't. He put thumbs down. He doesn't actually want you to. Go Sweden tonight. Is that what we're going with?
Yes.
Go Sweden.
Both go Sweden. All right.
Svenska.
Go Sweden tonight, and then we'll check in on Olympics come February. Mike, give me a big let's go Blues, and we'll get out of here.
Let's go Blues.
All right. See you, everybody.